Guys, wonder shall never end. According to what we dey hear right now, allegedly, they said Iyemolu River goddess have rejected sacrifices offered by Olori Calabash. They said the whole thing was returned back to the palace in a strange way, and this did not go well with the palace because everywhere is running helter-skelter. This is something that has never happened before, you know. And we do know that ever since, it has been a very long time that they said Olori Calabash have been the one doing these sacrifices to the gods, going to the river to do the sacrifices. As a matter of fact, they say she have been the only woman who have entered the Odua sacred forest to go and perform some rituals. You know, something that the elders suggested that Kabiyesi should give her some accolades for doing that, and as well allow her to stay in the palace. That there is no how a woman can do such a tedious task and Kabiyesi will push her out of the palace because of another woman. Anyways, she have been doing it very well from what we heard. As a matter of fact, when Queen Naomi want to get married to Kabiyesi, they said Queen Naomi was worried about doing any of these things because you know that it is not her calling and it is against her own belief system. But Kabiyesi promised her that she shouldn't worry, that Ashley will take care of that, you know, because that is what she have been doing. And they said ever since then she have been doing it. As a matter of fact, she started it when she was still young, very young. They said she inherited it from her father, that her father was doing it. Her father was best at it, you know. But sometimes I used to think that most times it is the male children that inherit certain things like that from the father. But in any case, it's okay. They say she was the one who learnt it from the father and took over. And ever since then, she have been doing very well, you know. And only recently, they said they went to the Iyemolu River as usual to do the sacrifices the same way they have been doing it. And she have been the one doing it too, you know. When they entered into the river, she did it as usual. You know, after doing everything, all of them left the palace. All of them left the river, and as usual, they all believe that everything is settled. Only for Kabiyesi to be waking up the next morning, they said there was a basket in the palace, and when they went to check out the content of the basket, they find out that it was the same basket that they took to Iyemolu River to do the sacrifices, and all the items they put inside that basket was inside the same basket that was seen in the palace. How did it happen? Nobody can tell. Does it mean that the river now have legs, that it walk from its position into the palace and carry the basket to return, and the whole items that they use for the sacrifices? They said everyone was shocked and surprised. A thing like this have never happened for the first time. That is why it frightens, even Kabiyesi himself was frightened. You know, that is when they said they have to contact the Ifa priest immediately. And behold, they said when Ifa priest came, they started making some investigations and inquiry and all of that. At the end of the day, they were able to find out that it was Iyamolu, the river goddess herself, that brought back that basket into the palace, which simply means that she rejects their sacrifices. Then they went on inquiry. They have to go and consult the river again, because things like this have never happened. And when things like this start happening, you know that the land is not level again. Something must have caused it, and it will be of their interest to know, such that will try to avoid things like that or appease the gods before something big will befall them. So when they went to the river to do some consultations, they said they find out that the sacrifices was rejected simply because of the person that offered that they used to offer the sacrifice, which is Olori Calabash. You know, when they were asking the goddess, why? But she have been the one doing it all this while. Why is this one different? She have been doing it and you have been accepting it. Why is this one different? And they said the reason why this one is different is that she is she is or she have gone on a bad mission against Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi. And there is no how they will keep quiet and allow her succeed. That this is the way they can expose her. So Kabiyesi will know that her path is not as pure as it used to be before she will come and do the sacrifices before. They said before now that before she goes to the river to do any sacrifices, her heart will be pure, and she will have no grudge against anyone. She will not be on a journey, or will not nurture in her mind on a journey to go and do something evil against anyone. You find out that any sacrifices that she does during that period will go very well. But this time they say she have set out on a journey, and that journey is not a good one. It is against Kabiyesi and the Queen Naomi, and for that reason, the goddess rejected her sacrifices. They were all shocked. They were like, yeah. So it has gotten to this extent. And when I hear this, I said, now, wow, this life no balance. So if this information is true, that is to tell you that there is danger. Wahala day, wahala day. You know, I will always remind you that these are all alleged information. I do not live in the palace. I am just a blogger. When we get all of this information from different sources, I come here and share it with you. And it is also my duty to remind you that they are not for stand information, you know. So always remember, they are from Amiibo headquarters. Okay? So they said the palace, the king was like, so this lady have uh, gone to this extent, even to the point that the gods already know what she is up to, my people. If this information is true, I bet you she is going to lose her regards, because we heard that the people regard her so much for this work that she is doing, because una know say na their religion and their belief, the same way people love their pastors and their prophetess and their church teachers. That is the same way her people loves her for what she is doing. So if she will involve herself in those things that will make her to be dirty before the gods or their goddess, it is going to be to her own detriment. That I don't think is a good idea. So if this information is true, she should retrace her steps to avoid her dying. No, if it is true. If it is true, okay? So guys, thanks for watching. Tell me what you think about it on the comment section. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate you for always being part of this channel, for all your support. Thank you so much. For all your comments, thank you, both the good and the bad. I am still happy. Thank you. So guys, subscribe if you're yet to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support for me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it, okay? Thank you. Love you guys.